Hey, good morning, everybody. It is Tuesday, June 14th. Hope everybody had a great evening, had a good meal, hot or cold drink, coffee or water. How's everybody doing this morning? Let's make sure we have a chart and sound. Okay, I think we do now. Cool. Hey, good morning, NB. How are you? Dick, Gregor, Ed, good morning there. Alan, Ron, haven't seen you here in a bit, Ron. How you doing there? Brett, Julie, good morning, Julie. Good morning, Tom. Good morning, Mike. Al, how's everybody? All right, full house this morning. Okay, so what have we here? First, let's start with the T2122, okay? We're really oversold. That does not mean that today's going to be some rip-roaring. That doesn't mean this week is going to be some rip-roaring comeback. We're just oversold. Maybe being so oversold, just slightly pump the brakes on shorts, on puts. The market's been down. Here, let's run back to the SPY here. We better do it this way. There we go. Since we've been down back over here, whatever that day is, the 8th. So 1, 2, 3, 4 days to the downside, some gaps in there. Might not be the best time to buy puts. There's a few of them. I've got a few that I want to look at here today. Just make sure you're not chasing. So as an example right now, the SPY is not set up for a short or for a put. It's simply too far down there. Needs to rally up a little bit, and then maybe we could get something. So a little oversold on that T2122, and the overall market is pushed down quite a bit. So just, be picky about those shorts. Okay, what about going long here? I wouldn't do that unless we get a obvious, clear-cut, don't pick the bottom kind of buy signal, which it won't be today. Okay, and here's what I mean by clear-cut buy signal. Even if today does that, that's not a buy. On the other hand, if we did that, which I am not even remotely thinking that that's going to happen, not even close. But if it did, then it's tomorrow or maybe the day after or the day after when we get follow through over that candle. That's when we can maybe look at buys. So there's my opinion on the market right there. Next thing I want to look at is this T2123. I've talked about this a little bit lately. 15-minute chart says we're still bearish. Now, this does not pick up pre-market, so I don't know what it's doing pre-market. The only way that I could see any kind of bullish move is if the T2123 on a 15-minute chart started moving up over the trend indicator and got green. Now, just because it turns green, that's not a sign to be all crazy bullish. Ultimately, which it's not going to happen in a day or two, is the hourly turn green. I have no problem trading long from the 15-minute green up to that hourly. I don't think today's the day, though, on that. We also have the 500 period moving average sitting right here, and we have this top. So that could play a part, keeping the market pushed down. One other thing is, let's remember that, Mr. Powell speaks Wednesday, and we'll get some information out of that. For those that don't know, a lot of people don't, so every now and then, bear with me, let me do this real quick. If you're interested in numbers, you simply log in as you're a member. Instead of going into the room, which I'm in the room and I can pull this up, it doesn't harm anything. Just come down here and click this new members overview, and then where are we? Let it load, and boom. And then what we're going to do is just slide this little arrow right here over until you get to this page right here, and then click that link, and that will make this current. And you can see, what is today, Tuesday? See, there's the PPI final demand 8:30. Those numbers are already out. So you can pick up Wednesday's information, which lots going on Wednesday. A lot of red, green dots there. So a lot of information on Wednesday. So you might want to keep an eye on that. I know that numbers seem to be kind of important here lately. So we'll do that. All right, let's take a look at the market. Pick up a few stocks here. Let's do that. Let me put these in order, just flag order. Let's look at NIO. NIO might be setting up for a short here. I know that it's trending up. I can see that. And I'm going to create a little parallel here so we see this right in here. But what I'm going to do is I'm going to be a bear under the 50 period moving average. There's no question about that. There's no ifs, ands, or buts. I'm not going to second guess myself. That is a short below the 50 period moving average. We've got a possible blue ice failure. I say possible because we need follow through to give us that. We ended up yesterday with a nice gap down. Sellers had total control. Watch for a buy signal. Maybe even, in fact, that's where a good trigger would be, is getting down through yesterday's low at about 1579. Stop up here about that 50 period moving average, and then targets down toward this low right in here. And I would probably put one right in that area, 1360, 14430 as possible targets. Let's look at Path. Path is another possible short here. Another one of those blue ice failures. Here we came up from the bottom. We rallied up, did quite well actually. Nice little candle. But if we, or chart, trend, whatever you want to call that. But if we can't get through that 50 period moving average, you got nothing. You got zip. You got nada. So again, below the 50 period moving average, we'll look at that as a short. We're just going to run down, put target right in here. Stop. If it comes back up over the 50 period moving average, then I would want to be out. You can also see another reason you might want to be out, because it did consolidate quite well here. We did pop up. That's looking, I mean, I like what that's doing. But if the buyers don't step in here, then we have a short to the downside. If the buyers step in here, then I'm going to change the color to red. We have a nice low to a high to a higher low, and then that breakout could lead to that higher high. Tesla. We talked about Tesla being short yesterday. At this point, it's still short. Nothing has changed. Yesterday was a nice move down. Today so far is an inside day. If we can't get Tesla back above, say, this trend line, which I'm going to use the trend indicator. I'm also going to use the 500 period moving average. I guess when it really comes down to it, it's all about that area right there. So unless Tesla can come back up over this area and show some good strength, and it's going to need to take out that high, that will remain short. This is also a nice bearish H pattern here. Boom. Look at that H. And if we can get through these lows, the shorts on Tesla should make a buck or two. USO, bullish chart. That's a pretty chart. Beautiful, beautiful, beautiful trend. We had a bearish candle here. We stopped. We pulled back. We broke out. We consolidated. We pushed a little higher. We came back and we tested that breakout area. Looks like we're doing pretty good. Great T-line run here. That looks like a buy to me. We moved back below the T-line. I don't think I would want that, because this could be a warning sign, possible. And then, you know, we get this high, we get a high, and then we come up here, have a high. If we end up failing that high, then we come back. I could see a chart pattern that you really don't want to be long in. I'm not going to buy that just yet. Trend is still good. Price action is still good. Energy is still good. So anything above 89.30, I would say is a buy. If anybody wants to use this as a target, it certainly could be a target. Outside of that, I see a J-hook continuation pattern setting up. TTWO, another short setup. Had a great little bottom here. Worked out pretty nice for those that were trading this to the long side. We're back below that 50-period moving average, and as long as we stay below that, I'm going to remain to the short side. Hey, good morning, Nancy. Who else? Anybody else show up? Hey, John, how are you? Back above the 50-period moving average, if it can stabilize, then we could end up having a rounded bottom breakout. That's a bullish scenario, and that might lead us up a little bit, maybe to 142.50. Watch that 50-period moving average. VLO, if VLO can show some bullishness, and for me, it would be, well, above the T-line. A close above the T-line could get me into VLO, and then if it did not stay above the T-line, I would be out. Here's a good visual of what I would want. You move above the T-line, you stay above the T-line, you make money. You move below the T-line, you try to hold it, you lose money. KHC, this could be a short setup. That's just an ugly chart if you ask me. So here we have this top, nasty move down, just a bear flag, nasty move down, another bear flag, nasty move down, another bear flag. Not quite as nasty to the downside, but still down. Could we be building support here? We could be. It's very possible. Let's put this up. So could we? Yeah, possible. Do we have a top here? Yeah, we do. So what we're going to look for is where's the power going? Where are the traders taking this? Back up to that upside, which you've got the 200 period moving average, you've got the 1,000 period moving average in there. You've got a red trend indicator, you've got an evening star up here. Dude, you're going to have to prove to me you can be bullish. And that would mean over 38.10, and you must stay over 38.10. If we do some kind of pop to the upside, here we go, some sort of a little move to the upside, what I'm going to be doing is watching for that sell signal. That's the direction I'm leading here. And then if we get through this 34.88, 34.90 here, then there's good money to be made to the downside. AT&T. I want to trade AT&T. I've got it on my watch list to the long side. If it'll give me a short trade, okay. Okay, fine. Gap down yesterday, failed the 50-period moving average. A little doji here this morning. It could still come down toward that 200-period moving average right in here, and I do see support right there, so that could be a nice little short. I will wait patiently for this to give me the buy signal. So it's a short right now. I am waiting for it to give me that buy signal, and then I'll be looking to buy that. But we'll absolutely be waiting for the buy signal. Right now, more of a short. DPZ. Nice setup on DPZ. Nice little bottom here. In fact, nice little, let's do this. So we move down, up, down, kind of that little bullish W pattern. And then we have a nice little move over the 50-period moving average. We come back and test. Yesterday, nice little bullish engulf. And today is looking really good so far right in here. So target, I would probably start with this right in here. And that's the dotted deuce. The next target up would be about that 500-period moving average, and then we'll go right to the 200 up here. Make sure you follow price. Listen to what price tells you. Price doesn't usually lie. It dances around the bush sometimes, but it doesn't lie. Oracle, great day yesterday. Beautiful day yesterday. Bounced right off the 1,000-period moving average. And today we're looking pretty good. I think if we can move over basically this candle here, also that 50-period moving average, this little blue line here, this is the 500-period moving average. So I think what I'm looking at here is some stabilization over that 74.25 area, and the first target I'd be looking at is about these tops right in there. And then we'll worry about the next target up here. I'm not bullish overall in the market right now. I'm more bearish than anything. We could have a little relief rally, which I would really be surprised if we didn't. Maybe not today, maybe tomorrow early on. I can't possibly, and it could happen. What do I know? But I personally cannot believe that anything Mr. Powell does, shares, whatever he does tomorrow, I cannot believe the market is going to be rip your face off happy. I just don't see it. So be cautious. Be very cautious. Yeah. Chip, you say Oracle looks different? Let's see. Anyone else? Here, let me take mine off real time real quick. Oh my! Holy cow! Huh? Doesn't that look different? Let's see what happens when the market opens up. Interesting. Be careful with Oracle. We're getting conflicting stories here. Thank you, Chip. Appreciate that. Yeah, I had earnings yesterday. Wasn't that right, Rickster? Yesterday? I think it was yesterday. I think, yeah. Last night? Okay, cool. Yeah. Well, be careful with the Oracle. Either way, even if Oracle's down here, we'll see what happens. I don't see it as a trade till up there. Anyway, trade cautiously. There you go, Doug. Doug's saying it's gapping into resistance. That's the resistance. That's why I like it right up here. Get over that resistance. Until then, I don't like it. Anyway, good morning, Doug. Like I was saying, I'm not bullish at all. We could have a little relief rally, and there certainly could be some trades that are long. Be picky, be choosy, sit on your hands if you want to. It's not going to kill you to sit back a little bit. Tomorrow is going to be important, and I truly believe that. And it's not something I want to bet either for or against. So anyway, we'll see you guys all back here at the market open in about 20 minutes, okay? You guys take care. Thanks a bunch. We'll see you shortly.